Good morning, everyone. Welcome in physical education class. Students, we have completed 3 units, and today we are going to start a new unit, which is Unit 4 Physical Education and Sports for CWSN. CWSN full form is Children with Special Needs or Divyang. Okay, so in this, we will start with the topic Adapted Physical Education. Okay, students, what is adapted physical education? That is, it is basically a specially designed physical education plan for differently abled students. It means this is the program in which we make physical activities accessible to the students or to the children which are specially needs or which are divyangs. Okay, in adapted physical education, we modify or we change the rule or regulation of the games which normal students or normal children play. Next is definition of adapted physical education. Adapted physical education may be defined as a diversified program of development activities, games, sports and rhythms suited to the interest, capabilities, and limitations of students with disabilities who may not safely or successfully engage in unrestricted participation in the general physical education program. Or we can say adapted physical education is based upon the interest, capacities, limitations of those children which are physically challenged. Okay, we make the activities, physical activities, games suitable to them, and through this adapted physical education we give them a chance to take part in the physical activities. Okay, because if we will not provide these kinds of activities to them, then they will not take interest in any activity. So rules are modified, the things are suitable to them, then only they can take part in the activities and they will definitely take interest in these activities. Okay, now the aims of adapted physical education. Okay, the main aim of adapted physical education is to provide physical activities or sports to those who are physically challenged, right? But aim of adapted physical education is to provide equal opportunities to the differently abled students to participate in the physical education program safely and successfully in a least restrictive environment. It means the aim of adapted physical education is to provide opportunity to them who are physically challenged or who are divyang. Okay, these programs are especially designed for them, and it makes a very suitable environment, sports environment for them. Okay, next is objectives of adapted or adaptive physical education. So we have a few objective of adapted physical education, in which first is ensure service to meet specially needs. Okay, it means whatever we are designing the program for the divyangs, so the objective is to ensure service to meet especially needs. It means if we are planning for something, then we should involve the physically challenged or divyang children into that activity, right? Next is development of motor skills. Do you know what are the motor skills? Motor skills are related with our physical and mental development, or especially physical part. Okay, physical development is comes in motor skills when there is two types of motor development, which are gross motor development and fine motor development. Gross motor development is the development of the large muscles, and fine motor development is related with the small muscles of our body. So we can say to develop motor skills. It means we also it develops the activities through which they can develop their motor skills or activities, or they can get physically as well as mentally fit. Okay, so next is enhances self-esteem and self-image. When these students takes part in the physical activities or physical or in the any sports, that time they develop their self-esteem and they make their good image in the society. I can give the example of the Paralympic Games. Do you know what are the what is Paralympic movements? These are the movements which are just like the Olympic, but in this program only physically challenged person takes part, right? So through the adapted physical education, the physically challenged person can be self-confident, okay, and they can make their self image, or they can make them as a personality. Next is ensure participation of students in physical education program. Through the adapted physical education program, these students takes part in different physical activities or different physical education programs. Sometimes they take part in sports, and it can be in any level, school level, state level, and in the national level also, national and international level also, right? So the objective of adaptive physical education is to ensure the participation of students in the physical education programs. Next is improve physical fitness. Just see, a normal person can do lots of exercises, right? Lots of things. They can take part in any kind of game which in which physical fitness required, but this is a challenge to them who are disabled, right, or divyang. They cannot take part in any kind of physical activities because they have physical restrictions. So that's why to improve physical fitness, the program of adapted physical education is developed. Okay, through these programs, if whenever they takes part in the physical education programs, or they play some sports, they do some activities, that time definitely it gives a good benefit to their physical fitness. Okay, next is promote sportsmanship qualities. When they take part in the different games, okay, they develop the sportsmanship qualities. What are the sportsmanship qualities? We already learned in the last unit. These are to be helpful to each one another, right? Cooperation, sympathy, feeling of fair play, or so many qualities are there under the sportsmanship quality. So to promote sportsmanship quality is the another objective of physical education. Okay, the last one is improve social adjustment. When a divyang or a disabled person uh, is there, and he she never takes part in any activity, then they will be introvert, right? And they feel uncomfortable in the society. But when they takes part in the games, in the physical activities, in the physical education programs, they develop their physical as well as mental capabilities, so they becomes social, and then they adjust them into the society. Otherwise they feels like they are disabled and they can't do anything, but it is not true. They have so many abilities, right? And we as the normal person, we should always motivate them. Okay, if we interact with them, so they will be social, or they will adjust themselves in the social environment also, right? So these are the objective of physical education. In this topic we started with meaning of adapted physical education. We learned the definition of adapted physical education and aims and objectives of physical education. Okay, thank you for today.